Last time he said he can beat me with willpower alone, and I just smashed. I know I can beat the 231
No,
pounder.
you don't.
I
No, you
do.
don't. No, you
Yeah.
do not. You're
Yes.
saying these words. You're saying these words, but you don't mean them. You're saying them. You do not mean a single word that you're saying.
Looks like another matchup is brewing and potentially between Devon Larratt and Chance Shaw because we have a podcast here. Engen is provoking Devon the whole time, saying that Chance would beat him. Chance as well seems very confident that he would beat Devon at a lighter version of Devon at 231 pounds because they had a practice poll where Chance said he only had to use 50% of his power to beat Devon, and he said it was not very impressed. But let's listen to what Devon said here. This podcast is pretty entertaining.
Even in this broken down, beat up state, if you were to put Petrenko on the stage with me in 1 week, I would beat him.
No
One week.
0%.
No.
You got Engen laughing in his face. Same with Chance. Same with Ray. They don't believe
I would
it.
defeat Petrenko.
105 kilos. Listen,
See, even Ray doesn't believe it.
listen,
Yeah.
listen.
Yeah, at
No,
105. Yeah.
Ray shakes his head.
listen. You said that at 236, you said even your willpower would be Chance, and that was only 2-3 days before you trained with Chance. And Chance, without the round breaks, that no resting, he was just pinning
He
you one
was
after another.
not.
He was not, says Devon. So let's take a look at that footage that they were referring to at the Challenger Series here. And let's analyze this. This is a depleted version of Devon after his match with Levon where he's cut a significant amount of weight, fasting a lot. So it's hard to say where he is now compared to then. He said he was eating a lot, eating more now. He said he was kind of starving himself at this time in the podcast, but let's take a look. Okay, there's one pin for Chance. 2, 3, 4. That would be 5. Kind of a stop there, but it still hits the pad. That's 6. 7 times of the pad. And Devon gets a bit of a stop there, stretched out stop on the 8th one. There goes the wrist, finally, of Chance. So you can say 7-1 if you're counting practice pulls. That would be 8 for Chance. Bit of a stop here from Devon. And there goes the wrist. We'll call that 8-2. Chance says that might be it for me. So clearly the endurance favors Devon here, even though the strength from Chance pretty dominant. Oh, there's another stop from Devon. So you can call that 8-3, but in that podcast, Chance said he was not impressed. He only had to use 50% of his power to beat Devon. And if this match actually happens, that would be pretty entertaining. It's kind of a last-minute thing, considering it's like 6 days out from the event.
Listen, this is how that went. This is exactly how that went.
Okay.
Let me clear the air, okay? I humbly come into East versus West as an assistant,
Yeah.
as an aide. And I come and I see Chance. And I know that he's competing against Ibrahim Segoff. And I'm like, ooh, this guy is strong. Ibrahim Segoff is strong. And the last thing I would want to do is put a single tweak onto Chance's arm.
How nice of you, Devon.
So there you got Devon rephrasing the scenario, saying he's letting Chance win there. Basically, interesting. This whole podcast, you can see the mind games and the trash talk. You can skip to any point in this podcast, and it's entertaining trash talk between these two. Trying to hype up, I guess, a last-minute match. We'll see if it actually does happen.
See charity when it's right in front of you.
Listen, that part is bullshit. Come on, just say that I didn't eat for some days, and that's
You
why
know
I
what?
I understand. When you say
You can
charity,
go on
your
any
face
arm
was
wrestling
And
animated.
channel.
Engen is provoking the entire time as well. I'm sure Engen wants Devin on any East versus West cards to get more attention, more eyes, pay-per-views.
Oh, every
You
time
can
he see
go on
you,
any arm wrestling channel that's out there where I'm practice pulling, and you will witness my charity. It's everywhere. You can see me pulling all over the world.
So you got Chance shaking his head, doesn't believe that Devin goes softer and practice pulls. Very interesting podcast. I'll put the link in the description. If this match actually does happen at 231 pounds, who do you think would win? Devin stepped on the scale in this podcast also, and he was 247, but he had clothes on, so that means he would have to cut roughly 10 pounds from morning weight. But yeah, what do you guys think about this potential matchup?